Today my talk is going to be about fluorescences. Sorry about that, I just had to start my talk again because where was I per internet? I'm down in my therapy space. So I'm going to talk about fluorescences today, and I'm going to talk about the fluorescences that I've been trained in recently by my friend and mentor Win. I've been using fluorescences for quite a number of years. I did some training years ago. But why these essences? I'm going to talk about the solar system and the dark sky fluorescences, and why I'm using these essences. Because when I met Win, when I was living in America, I lived in America for 7 years. I was away from 2004 to 2011. And when I came back, I didn't really have any teachers here in America. I had my sound healing teacher and different Reiki teachers. So when I met Win, we just struck up a friendship, and then from there one day I just said something to her and she said, "Oh, I'll train you in these essences." So then she trained me in these amazing fluorescences. So I want to talk a little bit about them, and I'm trying to think which essences I started first. I started with the solar system fluorescences first, and now I'm on the dark skies. So these essences, why I like these essences is because they're native to Ireland. Win uses flowers and plants that are all found here in Ireland, and that's the beauty of these essences. And Win has done extensive training in Australia, so now she's been making these essences for the last 3 years, and there's about 35 of them now. So why I want to talk about them is because the essences, the solar system essences, are the ones for now. They're the ones when you're going through issues like anxiety, fear, stress, especially with it being COVID and being out of a normal routine. These are the essences of for now. So we have the solar system essences, and you take one remedy at a time. You pick the one that you're most guided to, most drawn to. You look at the pictures and then you choose that essence, and then it's taken over a 3-week time frame. And there's Pluto. Pluto is a brilliant one, an excellent one for now, because Pluto is all about it's being outside of our normal regime, outside of our normal familiar situation, and that's what COVID is. It's putting us outside of our normal regime. So Pluto's a great one for that. And then we have Mercury, which is for communication and throat issues, because a lot of people don't speak their truth. They don't say what they need to say. And then we have Rescue Remedy, which is just a remedy that people who are working, the key workers can take. And it's for people who are working in the public sector, your carers, people like that. So that's Rescue Remedy, and you just take that as you need. It accompanies a main remedy. It's not the main remedy. So Win came up with this unique Rescue Remedy that she's made herself. It's a combination of 5 different essences, and she came up with this for people, specifically for COVID. That was for people to be taking. And when I started my business in 2006, and then in COVID, of course, I had to close my business down in March. And then I got a request for a lot of distance sessions, and then I got a request for a lot of people wanting these essences, and Rescue Remedy was one that was going out. I couldn't send enough of it out. People just wanted this Rescue Remedy. And then I was getting feedback from people who were carers or nurses saying, yeah, I went to work and I took the drops, and I was just able to go through my day with much more calm and ease. So this is what these essences are about. They're for, Rescue Remedy. Rescue Remedy is specifically for anxiety and stress and overwhelm. And then with the solar system essences, you pick one for whatever, ailment you feel you're going through now. If you're very anxious, or if you're not sleeping at night. I'm just trying to think of the main remedies. There's a series of 3, and they would be for anxiety. You have your Ceres, then you have your Phobos, which goes a little deeper, and then you have your Demos. So depending on the level of anxiety that you have, you would start with Ceres, and if that's working for you, you just stay on that. And the essences will change. It's not that you're going to be on the same one all the time. You will take it for over a 3-week period, and then you'll check back in with me, and then you will probably go on a different one. Sometimes for people, if they maybe do have anxiety and that's something that's present in their life, then they'll just stay on a remedy for anxiety. So there's so many solar system essences that I could talk about. And there's Pandora, which is for shame and guilt. There's Janus, which is a good one for stuff that's just coming up in the present right now. So when it would have made a lot of the essences, just this year, a lot of them were new this year, and then the dark sky essences, which had a deep transformative set, they were made 3 years ago. And the way they work is they're a series of 4, and you take them over a 3-month time period. You start with 1, and then you would take another 1, and then basically you take 3 essences, which would be, there's one that's always a main one, and then you would take the 3, and then you go back to the first one, and that's how you take the dark sky flower essences. So they're basically 4 different essences, and you take them over a 3-month period. And they're the ones that, for if you really want to work through your stuff and you know what your stuff is, what's kind of holding you back, or what's making you anxious or fearful, or you just think, right, I really want to shift this deep-seated stuff, then that's what you take. You would take the dark sky flower essences. And then for people who are just wanting something, to work on the now, that's your solar system essences. That's the ones for your anxiety, if you're not sleeping, busy mind, panic, all these different emotions, anger, Mercury's for the throat, as I've already mentioned, all these different essences. So you just look at the picture. Maybe you can contact me and say, look, I'm looking for an essence for myself or a family member, and then I'll say, well, what's it for? And then you'll give me the key condition, and then I can help you. I'll send you, information on the, say, 3 or 4 different essences that I think you will need. And then you'll look at the picture and pick the one that resonates with you the most. So usually you'll know by looking at a picture, oh, that's yellow, I need yellow, and you'll be drawn to the yellow flowers, for instance. There's some people, they just look at it and it's like, oh, I need that one. And if you're not sure, then I can kind of guide you through which essence I feel you need. So that's basically the essences. And for me, I've been working in the holistic field for 21 years now, and these are just tools that I found, and I call them tools, that go alongside Reiki. And I've been doing a lot of distance Reiki, and I've actually just learned Sesshin Reiki this week, and that's a lovely heart-based modality. So I find that the flower essences and the crystals and the different tools that I talk about, they all go along with the different modalities that I use. You can use crystals with reflexology. I do reflexology massage. You can use these tools alongside any modality that I would be, using on the client, because now, obviously with lockdown, shifting into a different sphere, I'm able to work on the public again. So I just wanted to mention and talk about these essences, because they are something I use myself. I've gone through probably about 6 different essences at this time. I'm on the dark sky essences now. And for me, I kind of just know what I need, and I will work through, the series of different essences depending on what I need. So if you're interested in the essences, you can just contact me, and then I can send you some information on the different essences. And I don't have them on my page right now, because actually Wynn has brought out so many new ones that I actually wanted to go in and put them kind of in a different sequence than I'd had them. I kind of wanted to put the new ones at the top and then work back to the older essences. So right now I haven't got them on my page, because I just wanted to redo them in a way that makes sense to you when you're reading them and you're looking at them, and even put them in categories. Wynn has kind of put them into different categories. There's ones that work together, so I wanted to go and put them all on my page in that specific order. So that's something that's going to be on my page fairly shortly. So if you contact me, and I can guide you to an essence for yourself, a friend, a key worker, and a co-worker, anybody that needs the essences. And these essences are for adults, they're not for children. Children under 14 don't take these essences, they're just for adults. And then there's a range of 3 essences that are for children, and they'll be coming out soon. Wynn's only, I think there's 7 in the set, and Wynn's only made the first 2. So I just wanted to talk about these essences, because as I said, I've used essences over the years, and I just found when I came across this set, this set resonated at a level that the other essences didn't resonate. And I knew that because, the first time I met Wynn, she kind of said, okay, and then she helped me choose an essence. She actually said, which one are you drawn to? And then I took the one I was drawn to, and then just struck up a friendship with Wynn. And then I one day just kind of said something, I can't remember what I said. She just said, oh, I'll train you. So now I just feel like this is a brilliant tool to add alongside what I do. So this is just a short talk today. I'm not going to talk much longer. I'm just going to say, if you're interested in any of the therapies that I do, any of the products I have available in the online shop, or interested in any of the essences, you can just send me a message through my Facebook page. And I'm doing a talk for the online Mind, Body, Spirit event, so you can go and browse that site and have a look at all the different things that are on offer then. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Have a good day.